So jared up. What up, y'all? Ah! Hold on. You gotta do it right. Look eye. Always look eye. Look at this eye. Look at this eye. I could barely open that motherfucker up. I got a fucking lazy eye and shit. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I got what the fuck you call it? I forgot what football shaped pupils is. My dumbass about to say cataract. It's not called that. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, moving the hell on, man. This your boy Bruce Leroy once again. Okay. Obviously, it's your boy Bruce Leroy. Saying that shit for the second motherfucking time. Follow me on all my social medias. TikTok. I was about to say TikTok. Fucking idiot. TikTok is Bruce Leroy BIH. Twitter, Instagram, I am Bruce Leroy. Alright? So before we kick things off. So no piano today just because I have some other pressing business to take care of. But we are going to do at least an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours depending on how we feel. But we're going to have a decent stream today. We're going to be reacting to shit. So first off, we're going to start off with Double XL. By the way, before we get started, let me tell y'all something right now, bro. I was watching some shit over the last couple days because I couldn't stream yesterday because I had to work. But first off, the air is fucked up because Toronto. So for everybody in Toronto, prayers out for y'all. Okay, just want to get that out the way. Anybody who's affected by it, whatever the case may be, prayers out to y'all 1,000%. First and foremost, let's get that out the way first and foremost, okay? Number two, so the air is fucked up, so you can't breathe. And it's just like, it's really weird because I bought a mask. It don't really do shit. But I just did it as like a little precaution. But you still inhaling all that shit in, and it's not good for your lungs over time. I think New York had that shit. New York had that shit back in the day. Like, not back in the day. Last year, or pretty much around this same time, I forgot what wildfire it was. It might have been a California one, and that shit seeped to New York, and New York was dealing with that shit for a little bit, too. You know what I mean? And I think some other states in the tri-state area. But, yeah, we just gonna be right to the random shit, so before we get started, let me tell you about some crazy shit that I found out this weekend. Bro, I have so much fucking respect for 70s football players, bro. Cause when I tell you, hold on. Son, when I tell you that, what the fuck call it? Dude, when I tell you that these motherfuckers was trying to kill people. Bro, I swear to God, I was watching like some like a little quick George Atkinson, number 43, used to play for the Raiders. John Madden, God rest his soul. That nigga was like, he said, yeah, we're dirty, but what are you gonna do about it? I'm like, God damn. But yeah, them motherfuckers was dirty. I got a lot of respect for 70s football players because them niggas was off the fucking rocker, bro. Them niggas was not trying to play ball. Them niggas was not trying to hoop. I could see why niggas didn't like the Raiders. I really do. I could see why motherfuckers didn't like the Raiders, bro. Because them motherfuckers was dirt. Oh, the only one I low-key have a lot of respect. Well, actually, I respect everybody. But one particular person I have a lot of appreciation for was Howie Long. Howie Long was aggressive, and he played like him and his son Chris. Both of them guys is ballers. Chris was a baller in St. Louis, and he was a baller in Philly when he came over here. He did what the fuck Ryan Kerrigan should have came. He did what the fuck Ryan Kerrigan should have did when he brought his old washed up ass here. But anyway, outside of that, okay, bro, them niggas was dirty. Then this nigga, I'm talking about motherfucking George Atkinson, was clotheslining niggas. I'm talking about he would come with the arm and boom, right in they shit. And then the nigga would goddamn, so instead of going for the ball or making a tackle, the nigga will literally take off the fucking helmet and then he knocked out fucking Lynn Swann twice with his fucking forearm, dog. Not once, but twice. I think motherfucking Lynn Swann pressed charges or some shit like that. He brought it to their attention. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If y'all see The Last Boy Scout, nigga, I would have been on that type of timing. That nigga fucking clothesline me and shit. And it goddamn, instead of making a tackle or going for the ball to bring me down, you go ahead and motherfucking snatch my motherfucking helmet off so you can hit me up, so you can literally lift me up and make my actual fucking head hit the grass or turf. Nigga, boy, I would have been like the nigga, like, if y'all seen The Last Boy Scout with Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis, bro, you remember that one scene when old boy was gambling and it was raining outside and he pulled out the what's the name? Nigga, I would have did that. Ain't no way in the hell you gonna be goddamn taking my motherfucking helmet off and trying to literally hit me on upside down. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Looking at the Roy Williams shit and looking at certain things in football, I'm happy that, like, don't get me wrong. I think this game overall has gotten soft as fuck. Okay? But in certain instances, there's a lot of things that I'm happy they took out of the game. The clothesline and shit, happy. The fucking face mask, happy. The biggest thing, and this is something that Roy Williams was kind of infamous for, the horse collar tackle. Because when you do a horse collar, their ankle rolls back, and there's no way to defend that. Like, niggas talk about, I forgot what this little stupid ass rule that the NFL made up, but it was kind of fucking dumb. It like, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. What's the new NFL tackling rule? They call some dumb shit. The hip drop, yeah. The hip drop is the dumbest fucking shit ever. It's a regular fucking tackle. It's a regular tackle. Especially when you're dealing with a big motherfucker, how am I supposed to bring him down? So the hip drop tackle is literally bullshit. That is the worst fucking rule invented in football. There's no such thing as a fucking hip drop tackle. You got to do what you got to do to bring the guy down. I am in huge favor of them outlawing the horse collar. Huge favor of that because, like I said before, when you yank they shit, they ankles fold back, and there's no way for them to defend that. There's no way for the offensive player to be able to protect themselves for some tearing up their fucking ACL. But I respect the fuck out of Howie Long because Howie Long just played football. Howie Long was like, a lot of niggas try to call him soft, but if you paid attention, that he was aggressive than a motherfucker. But one thing I love about Howie Long played really good. Let me just see his stats out of curiosity. I know I know him and his son was a baller, but then that shit came out mad fast. Oh, I should never went to ProReferenceFootball.com because they're gonna make me. 91.5. That's pretty damn good. 91.5 sacks. That's pretty damn good. Then he came out the league whooping ass. 7.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. That's pretty damn good. A little slow start, but only played 9 games and started in 5. Damn, he still hooped. 1983. 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 13 sacks. God damn. 12 sacks at 84, 10 sacks. Kind of slowed down a little. Oh, he picked it back up in 92 with 9 sacks. Bro, he ended his fucking career with 2 Pro Bowl selections. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. That's unheard of. So the nigga damn near retired. He damn near retired on top. Oh, bro, 84, he was on one. Damn near, I think he was averaging 17 tackles a game. He was on one for sure. Damn. Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Long. Okay, for sure. I already know his son was a ball already. I just told you what happened. But yeah. So going back to what I was saying. Okay. I like Howie Long because Howie just played the game the right way. Like he wasn't soft or like they said he was. Like he was aggressive, but he played within the rules. Like honestly, Howie Long could have dominated in today's game easy because he know how to play he played the right way. And that's one thing I respect about Howie Long. He played the right way, bro. Like when I looked at this highlight tape over the weekend, like not over the weekend, like the last couple days, all this shit was just, he was very aggressive. He made plays, but he didn't go fucking overboard. George Atkinson was out of fucking control, bruh. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That nigga should have been banned. Like, I'm telling you right now, that nigga make Vontaze Burfict. He made that nigga look like Mother Teresa, bro. Or what people think Mother Teresa is. Bro, he made that nigga look like an angel, bro. George Atkinson, that nigga was a dirty ass player. You can't tell me. How the fuck do you go out of your way? Okay, so when you're making a play, you go for the ball. You make the tackle to bring the guy down. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Outside of a lot of the dirty shit he did, he actually was a pretty good football player. He didn't actually need to do any of the shit he was doing. He actually was good. Like, he had good speed. He knew how to carry the ball. He was good on special teams. So George Atkinson was actually a pretty damn good player, but he was a dirty-ass player on my soul. He was dirty. It was nothing you can tell me otherwise. Like, did the game get soft over time? Absolutely. But the shit he was doing that I was looking at, I'm like, nah, bro, he wasn't playing football. That nigga was trying to kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There was another guy, I think his name is Bobby Bell or some shit. He was an offensive lineman. I think that was like one of the only players that Mean Joe Green was scared of. He was the offensive lineman for the Raiders, and he's a Hall of Fame. He played for the Eagles first. He been a couple stops. I think he started off in Philly, then he came to Oakland. I think he might have played for Denver. Don't quote me on that. Or he might have played for the Rams. But either way, he might have did a little, got up. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Is that his name? I don't want to get his name wrong. I have it in the history. I have who he was in the history. Who is this guy name? I want to get his name right. I don't want to. Yeah, Bob Brown. Bob Boomer Brown. I like him. And here's the reason why. Even though he was a little bit dirty, I don't mind what he did. And here's the reason why. Because he played in an era where defensive players were very fucking dirty. And sometimes in order to counteract that, you got to fight fire with fire. So Bob Brown was basically a defensive lineman playing offensive line. Bro, I ain't going to lie to you. He one of the very few players I could see that was an offensive lineman. He could play D lineman. And I swear to God, he would have been Bob Brown. He would have been a Hall of Famer in both. Dead ass. I truly think he could have played offense or defense. And it didn't matter what he did. He would have been a Hall of Famer. But I'm not even mad. Even though he definitely got over doing some dirty shit, I'm not mad at that because a lot of these guys were dirty as fuck. And sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm not mad at him per se. But yeah, I really feel for these 70s players because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Them niggas was not trying to play no fucking football. Not all of them. Some of them was. A lot of them was not. A lot of motherfuckers was trying to kill people and trying to use the guise of we're just playing football and playing a sport to try to disguise. These motherfuckers was serial killers on my soul. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to move on from that. But yeah, it just honestly, looking at this game gotten soft for sure. But some of the things that they outlawed now, no wonder why motherfuckers was getting CTE. No wonder why Mike Webster got CTE and so many of these other players, bro. Because back then, it was just human beings ain't designed to go through that. It's no amount of toughness in the fucking world that I'm happy the game outlawed some shit, especially the horse collar shit and some of the other stuff. I'm really happy because honestly, I don't think the game in the 70s, bro, niggas would have died today. I swear to God. If the back then was the 70s, I ain't gonna lie. This my respect for Fran Tarkenton Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, and all the guys that played in the 70s, even the guys I don't know their name, even Joe Namath, all them guys, bro, my respect level done quadruple. Archie Manning played in the 80s or whatever, I don't remember. But all those guys, bro, they got my fucking respect, bro, on my soul. Because, shit. All right, we're going to move on to Double XL. So the Double XL came out with some more freestyles. I swear to God, the freestyles never took this long to finish. But maybe it's a good thing because everybody's actually doing the freestyle instead of running. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. But normally the freestyles be a week and then the next week will be right into the cypher. Like the Double XL will take no more than 3 weeks to complete. It's damn near been like 2 full weeks and they're not even done with the freestyles. Or they might be done now. But yeah. All right, so let's go to these finish up these freestyles, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. All right, Hurricane Wisdom. We'll start off with that. I'm kind of mad as hell. I ain't get my glasses. I forgot them shits. Let's see what you got. Then Ace. He could have came better than what he did. I'm not. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good enough for me. Um,
Just signs. I might just grab a pony. You never know. It's just little shit. I can do everything. That's the point. You're a billionaire. Hurricane Wisdom. I'm about to keep it a buck. Let me see. A music legend wants to use your song they heard about, but you lose your verse. How do you come clean? So boom, I say pretty much. I just tell it, yeah, man. I can't find that shit. You know how this music shit go, man. We can make another one though. If they ain't with me, fuck them. You feel me? That's how it's gonna be. You know. Street credibility and hip hop matters more than actual music. It does, bro. That shit is.
no, nope. Maybe for him and his fan base, not in general. Cause that was the case. 6ix9ine wouldn't have got as far as he did, and 6ix9ine had some hits. Gunna wouldn't have got as far as he did. You know what I mean? So no, not really. Not anymore. Not anymore. Like as of now. And honestly, you gotta remember, most people listen to music. They're not in the street, so it's like it's an audience for everything. But it's not like it ain't really like how it was back in the day.
It's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, like. Cause the music nowadays is just is based off notoriety now. Like it's like niggas listening to niggas cause they trendy. I hate this shit. There ain't no art in this shit no more, man. It's crazy. But nah, it's true. That ain't no myth. Them boys got that one dead on their head. Nowadays it's true. Like
no. I disagree. There's plenty of art. The thing is, motherfuckers don't want to look for it. It's like we telling you, hey, listen, independent artists are killing it. But niggas don't got time. They don't have time, nor do they really want to make the effort to listen to music. They want like, if you ain't got Universal or Interscope or Atlantic behind you, nigga, we ain't listening. You ain't got Sony Music, Sony ATV. If that's the name of it, nigga, we not listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, so no.
Back then, they'll rap, but they living what the fuck they rapping. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not trying to chase a persona to get what the fuck they get. It's like them boys already living that. And then they rapping that, and consequences just fall on them. You get what I'm saying? It's like these running to the consequences nowadays. I don't get it. I don't.
He right on that point.
Legend or a billionaire off rip. I mean, how they even have some stupid shit like that? I ain't gonna lie.
at a motherfucking job interview and they ask you, like, yeah, so you have any questions for me? Like, yo, why the fuck would I have any questions for you? Pretty much answered everything that was going on in my head. Why you asking a dumbass? Like, that, or they'll ask you, like, yeah, so why do you want to work here? Because I fucking showed up to the interview. The fuck you asked me that? Just imagine you saying some shit like that. Be insane. Like, you on a platform. Yes, I know sometimes they ask stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not a stupid question. It's a little junior high-ish. Not the most. I'll put it like this. It's not really a conducive conversation that can come out of a question like that. It's not a stupid question per se, but it's not like a question where the answer, oh, we're going to learn something profound about the artist or something that's like really going to give good, intriguing thought. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna just start buying shit. Shit make me mad. I'm gonna buy it. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Be like, ooh, that motherfucking washing machine, that Maytag, that bitch is $1,500. You see that motherfucker, $1,500. You know what we gonna do? And then my friend like, yeah, what we gonna do? We gonna buy that motherfucker. But wait, wasn't you just mad at 50? I don't give a fuck. That bitch $1,500. See, this store, they set these prices like this on purpose because they gunning for me. I be on some straight paranoia shit. They doing this shit for me. They telling me that I'm broke. So I can't afford this shit. I'ma show them. One way or the other, I'm walking out with that washing machine.
Ain't got nothing, I'm gonna buy this bitch. Walmart don't got what I'm gonna buy it. You get what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. It's gonna be signs, you feel me? Like, get Raising Cane's gonna be raising hurricanes. Like, I can do shit like that, you get me? Just signs. I might just grab a pony. You never know. It's just little shit. I can do everything. That's the point. You're a billionaire. What can you do with being a rap legend other than die? I what our rap legends do, but I'd rather be a billionaire, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You rather be a billionaire until you realize in order to be a billionaire, you got to get along with other billionaires. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You could be a millionaire, potentially a multi-millionaire. If you're so skilled, but you don't really got the connects, it's hard. It's damn near impossible. I don't know a billionaire that ain't cool with the other billionaires. I don't know a billionaire that ain't cool with no motherfucking Rick Rubin or Jeff Bezos or goddamn Elon Musk. It seems like all the billionaires fuck with each other in some capacity. It's like to get $1 billion, you gotta like be in like this little, I don't want to say a secret club, but it's like this exclusive gate-kept club that all the billionaires hang around. They be going to the same parties and shit. Him and Robert Kraft, where he get his massage on play. But now it's the real shit. It got this like this little secret ass society, and it's like I seriously doubt that if you get into a beef with one of these niggas, bro, I can almost guarantee you're not gonna be a billionaire. Like, you could be a millionaire and a multi-millionaire being like a villain type of role where it's like you kind of fly solo or you don't really fuck with the in crowd too much, but I don't think you could be a billionaire just like secluded off and not really fuck with everybody else. I feel like that you have to have like develop those relationships to become a billionaire.
Would you rather be underrated or overhated? Ooh, overhated? Nah. Fuck that. I'll be underrated. You don't know.
Before I let him answer that, I actually would rather be overhated. And the reason why I'd say this, because your name is always around. In some way, and it also depends on what you're hated for. Like, obviously, if you're a piece of shit motherfucker and it's actually proved that you're a piece of shit, or you doing some weirdo activity, PDF and all that in essay, that's a hate that, like, nigga, you deserve whatever's coming to you, and shit, I'll join the party, motherfucker. But nah, on some real shit, I'd rather be overhated because it's like, oh shit, I'll trigger the algorithm every time. I'll get a motherfucker to make a post about me. I'll get a motherfucker to talk about me. So as long as my name is circulating, even if I'm not liked, that means I'm doing something right. Even if it's like if it's against what the masses are thinking, I'm doing something right by going against the grain, if that makes sense. But yeah, underrated is just like, there's a ceiling to it. There's a ceiling on that success. It's like if you're underrated, it's like it depends. It's a variety of factors. It's like one, maybe the industry ain't giving you your just due, and you're not the favorite, so not gonna go all out. Maybe your personality ain't big enough, and niggas don't see you as a marketable person despite you being talented. Sometimes you're just lazy and not putting enough work on the marketing end to not be underrated, and you just kind of stick it to just your core audience, which is good and bad in some respects. So I actually rather be overhated than underrated, because underrated affects your bottom line. Overhated is just like if you got thick skin and you got niggas that fuck with you and have the same like-minded approach, which would be i.e. your fan base, you're good. You know what I'm saying? So
know how much, you know what I'm saying, free could come from being overhated. Like, you niggas love you and do you bad nowadays. So you got, like, hate you, you get what I'm saying? Like, niggas love their cousin and do them bad. So imagine what they'll do to it that they don't like. You get me? So I don't want too much hate. It's okay to have some haters. But hate, just pure hate, potent hate, I don't know if I want that one around. That's my answer. Industry scenario, there's only one joint project you could create for your entire career with any artist who's not a rapper. Who are you choosing?
If you know me, you know my answer to that fucking question. In fact, I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll see what happens down the line. If I get on and I'll do a joint project, there's one person I have to do it with first. If you know, I'm not gonna say what it is, y'all. If y'all don't know me by now, I ain't fucking helping you with that shit. Just know last year she had Song of the Year. And that's all I gotta say.
Dead or alive, and he's not a rapper. It'll either be MJ or Bob Marley. I ain't gonna lie, MJ, you only need one. You only need one joint project when you fuck around with MJ. I can end that shit right there, you feel me? Timeless music, other than a great investment, you get what I'm saying? And then it's not hip-hop either, it's pop, but that shit can be anywhere. Like, you don't even gotta hear my verse, as long as I got an MJ verse. You feel me? We going everywhere, to the moon with that bitch. Movies, I'm getting another pub just off of him. Just off him. It's over with. You get what I'm saying? Rap myth. TikTok has ruined rap music. Agree or disagree? Why? I say it has not. If anything, it just made the shit more, it made it easier for artists, like, to blow up, honestly. Like, and it made it to where it's like, you have to see this shit. Like, everybody be on TikTok damn near you. And then the numbers are different. Like, the numbers totally different on TikTok. So it's like it broadened the horizon for you, again. Like, you would go from Instagram, you might grab a M, like, on your reel. TikTok, no, we go 25 M's first day. I told my label owner pretty much I'm not about to be doing no dances on TikTok. I'm not one of them ones for real, again. That's not me. So we gotta figure this shit out. If I can't just be me on that bed and go up, then it's not it. And when Giannis made it, that was an unreleased song. Like, I just risked it with that one, like threw one in the air pretty much. You get what I'm saying? And it came back. Somebody caught that bitch, you get me? So yeah, I never ate on TikTok, you get me? That was keeping it a buck with Hurricane.
Seems like he cool. Yeah, man. Give it a like. It was cool. Alright. YK needs his freestyle. Yeah, man, let me hear it.
Nigga, I want Chanel. Can't pay for my hair and my nails. I ain't finding a little two-player. Fuck nigga by me and Montclair. I got a nigga down the road doing time right now. If you love me, then pay his bill. Hey, you talking about you ain't got cash right now. Pussy nigga with send that Zelle. You talking about that? You talking about that? You talking about that? You talking about that? Huh? Nigga, I want a Chanel. Can't pay for my hair and my nails. Hey, you talking about you ain't got cash right now. Pussy nigga with send that Zelle. I need a 5-star with a buzz down. First tip on my toes and my nails. This shit ain't cheap. You can pay that fee, but you got no in it for sale. Nigga, buy me what I want. I ain't never get fucked, then don't. I see you be flashing that little money, but I know you don't even own it. Why K2 still can't clone? Pussy got grit, no bone.
It just sounds like she just rehearsed an unreleased song. It's just like, it's not good enough, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's not good enough. It just sounds like she just rehearsed a song. The song was mad basic. It was basic, and it's just like, you got to come better with the freestyle. And I ain't saying I gotta work on my freestyling too. My freestyle ain't the best, but I don't know if I come in like this. I'd rather just not do the event. I'm not. It wasn't good enough, bro. Respectfully, respect to her and whatever her grind is, it's not good enough.
Donald Trump? Oh, why the these folks asking me this shit, man? I really don't like it. I want Kanice, and I'm finna keep it a book. Would you rather be the most respected rapper in Atlanta or known worldwide for being decent? I'd rather be the most respected rapper in Atlanta instead of being known worldwide as decent. I don't want to be decent. What the hell? I'd rather be the best in this area. Atlanta's a big area. They got about a lot of people in it, and they can influence on a whole lot of people around this. So I definitely think if my name good, where I'm from and where I'm at, that's gonna speak for itself for areas that's not Atlanta.
It's a good answer.
Industry scenarios. Your mom started playing your trolls on social media. Do you tell her to chill? Oh my God. Do you tell her to chill or let her rock?
Let her rock.
Actually, my mama have already started. I had to tell her, like, please don't be in them comments arguing with people. Because then I feel like I'm going to have to argue with them people. And then I'm going to actually want to go get them people and see about them people. There's no need to argue with the internet itself. Because it's just like, you'll never win. Like, and why? Like, it's the internet. It's not even a person. Like, it's billions and millions of people. Like, who's finna do that? But I feel like as my mother, I don't want to put in a position that it's like, oh, your mama in the comments going back with somebody. I don't want to, like, but I get where she come from because it's like, you know, that's your daughter. But yeah, we don't want the eyes on the mama because she get real rowdy. And she was just like, did you see that shit online when that bitch was like, woo? And I told that bitch this. And I was like, Mom, you said what? And she was just like, yeah, I told this bitch this, check the stats. Ooh. And I was just like, Mama, no, stop. Like, you do not need to be doing all that, like, for real. And she was just like, fuck that bitch. And I was like, okay, honey. The rap game is 50% talent and 50% perfect politics.
I just hope it said something other than what was put on the screen. And hopefully she didn't. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and try to say that it was probably something different on a card than what they put up on the screen. Because saying perfect when it wasn't perfect according to what I was looking at is kind of insane. This is a dumbass question. But this seemed like a setup question too. Seemed like a setup question to try to get you to say a name. This question is fucking stupid. Cause the obvious answer is yes. I mean, this is just like, oh yeah, is it Thursday today? Yeah. Is it 6:08 Central Time? Yeah. The fuck, like, am I in front of a microphone? Yeah. Am I streaming on Twitch? Yeah. Like, this is stupid ass shit. Like, this is a fucking dumbass. This is a dumbass question. The obvious answer is fucking yes to this. Like this, unless you're trying to set her up to try to get it to a beat or say a name or whatever the case may be. It's just like this genuinely is a dumbass question.
Now, this is what I do disagree with. I would give it about a 75% perfect politics for sure. Because it's a lot of people out here, it's just like, what are we doing? But it's like, when you know how to do it, and you know how to make your money, and the people love it, it's like, I love anybody that can be themselves and represent, and it's still like someone love it. But I definitely feel like politics winning over talent for sure. Because people can be talented and, you know, they don't get as far or they don't get the eyesight they need. So I for sure think this number is uneven, very uneven. Industry scenario, you're offered a reality show that could boost your fame but distract you from music. Do you take it?
No. Come on, you gave good answers on pretty much every single question. The obvious answer is no, unless she wants to become a reality TV star and she don't take rap that serious. If she's trying to be a rapper and have a long, illustrious career, no. The answer is no. And that's okay what happened to Keisha Cole, too. Keisha Cole got caught up in the reality TV show and then low-key hurt her career because now she was giving up all the sauce. So that way, when it was time to put on the album and talk about the material, we already seen the material play out. So there was no element of surprise. So the answer for her should be a no. This shouldn't be something to think. Out of all the answers, even I, goddamn, just said some shit that didn't make no sense about like replying to all the comments, and she gave a legitimate answer. This answer is an obvious no. Obvious no. Unless you just like, you know what, fuck the rap shit. I'm just gonna do me and that's it.
That's crazy because I was called to go on a reality TV show, and
that makes sense.
One of my concerns was distracting me from my music and the type of image it would put me in, and I didn't want to represent myself like that. I think if you was to do it, you should play your cards right and do it well when you get there, and don't let the reality TV show distract you from what you actually is. If you is an artist and not a reality star. Yeah, because for me, it was baddies. So, you know, baddies, they fight all day, all night. So it's like, I don't want to have to fight, but I don't want to beat one of these old ass. But I knew what that show came with, and I knew it could be at a split second that I would be put out my character and put in a position that I didn't want to be in. Would you rather be recognized everywhere you go or move silent? I would love to move silent. I love to move silent. The fact that I get recognized everywhere right now is very overstimulating. But it's like it come with it, so it's like it's growing on me, and I'm growing into this. So I never was the type to be the center of attention or the one that walk in the room and want everybody to look. Like I walk in the room, I mind my business, I sit down. And it's better when you move silent anyway, because can't nobody know your next move or fuck nothing up for you. Last one. Donald Trump? Oh, fuck. Industry scenario. Donald Trump invites you to perform at a political rally in Atlanta for $100,000. Are you taking the offer?
These are setup questions, dog. They're like, there's no fucking way. These gotta be setup questions. Because obviously, you know, religion and politics is like, it's a huge no-no on PR. But this is like, bro, this is setup questions, dog. This is getting to try to alienate a fan base. Like, nah, like.
Why the fuck these folks asking me this shit, man? Do I just go and perform and leave? If I just go there, perform and leave, then I'm going to get my motherfucking money. But and all that extra stuff, I don't want to get into that stuff. I don't want to be connected to that stuff. Don't put me in that stuff. But for that money, that $100,000, for how long the city is?
She be like,
okay.
So we have YK She's very new to hip hop, so please, we understand it's not country. I know, boo, boo, hey. I need everybody to shut up. Shut the fuck up. And let me speak. Please let me speak. Okay. So now, we all have to agree. We're going to give this young lady all of our attention. And we're going to pretend she's Jessica Simpson. If you can look at her. Now I don't know where that fucking stupid ass accent came from. Hold on, let me do it again. If you can look at her and envision Jessica Simpson, I promise you'll endure the performance. I know rap is not the thing. I know it's not the way. It's not our way. But just for the moment, and I want you to envision we have 3D printing and AI models. One of you can put a guitar in her hand during the performance, preferably acoustic, and pretend that she's doing a cover to a Kid Rock song. But without further ado, YK Nice is here to perform. Let's give our undivided attention.
Oh, wait, actually, it depends on what the rally about. That's a good question. It depends on what the rally about. Because if anything regarding me as a Black African American, I'm not doing it for the money. But if it's something that he's trying to act like it's good for the people, then I go. Yeah, that's what I say. It's why I can't and I'm out and I just kept it a fucking bug.
She's cool. She's cool. Definitely should have came better on the freestyle, but she's cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So, I see EI. Fucking idiot. Oh, McDonald, eat a farm. E-I-E-I-O. I was a little disappointed in Future's album, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. When it come to Future, he had a rollout, and it was like the real me. So I'm thinking like we about to get records like Red Light. But everybody always keep reacting to these fucking stupid ass lists. Matter of fact, I might just go over to the list. But before I do that, what the fuck I was looking for? Is somebody actually named D Nice? That's fucking crazy. But anyway, what the hell was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was disappointed in Future's album. I expected something more reflective, a little bit more of mature content. I pretty much just got the same album over and over again, and wasn't too big on the production. I thought the production was kind of boring. Future should have came hard. He has some good songs, like Alice. And I like how he experimented with that. I thought that was dope. I would have loved to see a Drake feature in the album. I thought Drake would have fit nicely on one of these songs. You know what I'm saying? So I thought a Drake feature should have been there. If they apparently cool again and he was on Drake album, I think Future should have put Drake on there. You know what I mean? At least on one of the songs. But honestly, it's like the same subject matter being reiterated over and over again, and it's not. The flows is just very basic. It's not much energy. It's not much like change of pace. It's just very much linear, and it's like it's not really a good thing for an album experience. You know, you have to have your highs and lows, and you got to be able to experiment and really have some fun with it. But also, you got to bring your A game, and I didn't think Future brought his A game on that album. You know what I mean? I think he just basically just gave us a rehashing of all the records he's already put out, and it's just like the records was just. Again, everything was just linear. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. Everything was just stayed here. And I was really looking for something reflective. I was looking for records like Red Light. I was looking for that because that's what the rollout made me anticipate. Oh, shit, we getting records like that, like Red Light, something that's reflective and a little bit more mature content, kind of where his headspace is now, you know, giving us a little bit more substance than what he gave in the album. It's just like, felt like that in every song. He talk about, I just fucked the bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. I just fucked the bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. I just fucked that bitch Gucci flip-flops. And it's like, all right, bro, like, Future's still a legend. Everything that he does is going to be icing on a cake, but he should have came way harder than what he did. All right, what's the next thing? So EA lied, I guess. So we're going to go to that. Where's it at? Not Ryan Moody. That's not the guy I was looking for. Genia should be pushed more. I don't know what's up with Def Jam, man. Genia needs to be pushed more. I feel like every time I look up her page, I swore she was an independent artist, the way she be moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little disappointed. Like she a star. They need to push her more. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm about to get copyrighted about fucking playing Alice. All right, anyway. Because I hit the wrong thing. I'm up here tweaking. Yeah, this ain't going to be that long of a stream, to be honest with you. We're going to just, like, do, like, little shit here and there, and then going to move forward. I'm only talking about the list because there's not much content for me to react to as of right now. And it's obviously tomorrow we're back on piano, but today I just kind of want to like have a chill day because I have other shit I gotta go take care of. So that's what we finna do. Okay, so go back to Bordeaux, and then after that, we're gonna like
EA is
start
bringing
analyzing these.
microtransactions to-
Stop. Respectfully, stop. So the EA responded. We won, but only a little because EA is EA. EA responded, then we won, but only a little. What did I feel like that he put EA lied? He might have changed the title on one of these.
I am in disbelief with how poorly EA is handling this situation so far. 2 responses to hashtag CFB play don't pay, and we'll talk about it. This is all because they quietly implemented microtransactions into single-player modes while removing features that were in previous games, so you might be more incentivized to spend some money. By this point, the relationship is gone. I feel like I got cheated on. I will never work with EA Sports again. Even if I am still playing games at 69 years old, you will never see an early capture out of me or a partnership with them. I am
Brother, respectfully, if you played Madden, you already knew how they fucking rolled already. This is not new information. It's not new information, bro. Respectfully. EA been rolling like this shit. And matter of fact, you talked about in your last video about when went on with Madden. They've been rolling like this for fucking ever, for like quite a few years now, damn near a decade. Damn near a whole decade, EA has been fucking going down when it comes to product, when it comes to creating a great customer experience, and more on the side of, yo, let's get as much money out of these niggas as possible. So this shit is not new. Madden been doing this shit, bro. So I don't know why you think that they would do anything different with college football. I knew they was going to eventually do this. It's stupid because it's college. But in the same breath, EA going to do whatever the fuck they want to do to make money, just like every other Fortune 500 company's gonna do, and even more so now because niggas ain't giving a fuck about making a great product. They like, yo, how can we get the consumer to spend as much money as possible? That's the game.
very upset with how all of this has went down. I don't like the way that they're responding, and we're going to touch on everything in this video, but at first, I do just want to say I am so proud of everyone that has used their voice, everyone in this community, because for the very first time...
Oh, real quick, I should have mentioned this before, and I'm saying it again. The only way you're gonna get a company to change its policy, stop buying the fucking game. So when he put the hashtag CFB play, don't give a fuck. You bought the game. That's a W. And you paying for the fucking PlayStation membership. So you know whatever. You are rewarding these companies for mediocre fucking products. So the thing is, stop buying the fucking game. That's it. Stop buying the fucking game. Stop giving them money when the new game come out. That's it. So I don't know if he got it for free because of, you know, his following, but that's just what it is.
EA has shown that they are willing to cave. It was the smallest little bit possible, but if we keep using our voice, I think we can get this game in the right direction. The reason I am taking as strong of a stance as I am as well is because this is a very pivotal moment for us gamers in the experiences that we want to see in the future. Before we cover and talk about...
Now at McDonald's, a McChicken is $2 on the under $3 menu.
Oh, there was the EA live on the bottom.
Cheerios is made with oats.
Girl, man, that you love me. Yeah.
I love bees.
Yeah, you're gonna love beats to one of the motherfuckers sting your ass.
Made with tasty whole grain oats for a day full of good.
About how EA's responded so far, though, I do want to mention this Mike Straw article because he came out yesterday and wrote a really interesting piece about all of what's happening and maybe why it is going in that direction and why we should be worried as gamers, even outside College Football 27. As you'd expect, the decision for stuff like this didn't come from the core team who is responsible for the game. So that goes back to what I was saying. Don't go after these devs. I don't believe that a lot of them would be involved in a decision like this. And he even says many guys that were working on it knew about this implementation for months. They were livid. The player response that has happened from the community was expected, and there was worry it would be the loudest it's ever been. It definitely has been the loudest. We have been very vocal. I'm very proud of everybody. But the same sources say it likely won't result in much, and EA is just waiting for things to blow over. That's why I said you can't just stop now once they give us the smallest little crumb. Another thing I found very interesting in this Mike Straw article was sources tell him EA has been looking at ways to add more monetization options to all games and franchises in its portfolio. He claims even future single-player only titles will have more monetization options implemented. So that's where I see this, and it might not be just a College Football 27 issue. This could be something that carries over to Madden or all the other titles that they do.
It already has. It already has. Why is this shit, like, I don't understand. No disrespect to bro. But why is this shit surprising people? Why is it like, oh, a company is looking to make more money off motherfuckers and give us bullshit product? Like EA hasn't been doing that with Madden over the damn near a fucking decade? What are we talking about? Respectfully, respectfully, bro. Like, you acting dense, bro. Like, my nigga, like, you what fucking, I don't know if you play Madden. What games have you been playing the last fucking 5 to 10 years? Seriously, bro. Like, what fucking game has been played the past 5 to 10 motherfucking years? They been doing this shit. They don't give a fuck about the fucking consumer and make. They don't care. They like how we make. That's been the motto for the longest. Fucking Sony joining in with all this bullshit. Pay to get multiplayer, so you gotta pay for the game and also pay for this membership too to go fucking get access to this. Like, that's what they about. They about they fucking bottom line. That's why these companies don't give a fuck about the consumers. The only way you're gonna hurt these motherfuckers, you have to stop buying their game. As long as you keep buying their game, they're gonna keep doing what they're gonna do, and that's it. Stop buying their game.
In my opinion, that is what makes something like this so challenging, because we have to be able to convince EA that this entire pathway that they're most likely wanting to move towards is not the right direction, at least for specific titles like the college football one especially, where your player base, you're just not meeting the needs of your player base here. This is not something that anybody was asking for, and I just don't understand the direction still. It makes me so disappointed, even more frustrated and mad the longer that they seem to not think it's a major issue. Then they made the decision that yesterday, instead of just putting out a statement...
They know, but here's the problem. They don't feel like it's an issue. The fuck, they making their money. It's not an issue to them. It's an issue to the people that play that buy the game and play it. It's not an issue to EA. EA don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yo, them niggas gonna buy that fucking game anyway. What the fuck? Ain't making no... Change what? Nigga, the only thing we changing is, okay, it's gonna be college football 27 this year, next year it's gonna be college football 28. Like, bro, come on now.
Themselves, they're gonna convey that messaging through creators putting it out, which I just don't like how you go about that to avoid the backlash. But we're just gonna go over what was said in that and then what they said today. I mean, we're gonna briefly just touch on this first one since there's more info now. But yesterday they were claiming that the coach level progression is unchanged, which is true. But faster progression was removed from online and offline Dynasty. So both of those statements are technically true, but with the progression being removed from Dynasty, it is still changing that whole landscape of coach levels. They're just saying that normal operates the same as it did in 26. Another thing in here is they have named the microtransactions. They are Coach XP accelerators. They're available only in online Dynasty, and that even makes me think, if they're not in offline Dynasty, why can't you have all the fastest settings available to progress your coach, especially since normal is way too slow on the game, in my opinion. Another thing I've been seeing online is your progression is really slowed down if you sim games versus play them, which is another thing I don't agree with, because you're forcing people to play the game in a specific way, and that's what we're really going to dive into on Road to Glory. EA is kind of directing players in the direction that they want them to play the game, instead of that open experience that college football games have always been, like creating your own world, your own universe that you want to be a part of, that you want to control everything going on. We want more settings, we want more options, and instead they're taking them away. That has never been the direction I've believed the game is going in, or what it seemed like it was going to go into. They also just briefly mentioned that the XP sliders are not available in Road to Glory. They were in College Football 26. They're just not there this year. And we're going to get over to their response today, because this really continues to double down on about everything that they're saying besides one thing. What it seems like they were going to do was just continue to monitor community feedback like it says on there, and then everybody that has worked with them in the past or that still works with them came out and made a statement basically about how they don't agree with this. They don't agree with the direction. So many amazing videos out there that you all can watch. It's really commendable all those guys are using their voice, but I also have to say this for another time. Do not be attacking other creators, especially if someone isn't as vocal. That's not where you should be directing your anger, and that's going to get nothing accomplished. We don't need to be beefing in the community. Direct it in the right places. We have really used our voice, but this all comes to the response EA put out themselves today. And it starts with a win. They also addressed that some of the Dynasty bugs are going to be patched that were in there, which is a good thing. I will always commend the dev team. I still like the game they put out. I want to play the game. I still want to film Hawaii, but I need to touch on this first, and I just can't work with them in any official regard.
And that's why they don't take you motherfuckers seriously. Respectfully, bro, that's why they don't take you fucking seriously. Because you're not willing to make the sacrifices. You want a company to change, you hurt the motherfuckers in their pocket. So as long as you keep buying a fucking game, they're gonna look at you and fucking laugh. Them niggas up there probably chewing on a cigar, but and be acting like fucking Hannibal in that bitch. I love it when the plan come together. These stupid motherfuckers keep buying our game. You know what I'm saying? That's how they looking at us. So you can go ahead and say, I still want to play this game. I still love this game. They looking at they fucking laughing. They laughing at you, bro. Like, we ain't do that. What the fuck is the incentive for us to do anything? Nigga, they still gonna buy from us regardless.
Can't agree with anything that's gone down, especially with how this is being handled. So the one small win is I talked about the Coach XP sliders being in there to control your experience. Well, they're adding one of them back, but they're renaming it. So this is the slower of the two fast settings last year. They've renamed it to fastest, and then they have a couple of these others. These are irrelevant. I don't know if it was 2x XP or if it was 3x XP, but that's what fastest used to be. Now it's a bit slower. Still somewhat of the smallest win because they heard, but what it feels like is they just put a Band-Aid on and they're like, okay, guys, that's it. Shut up. We listened. But what they're doing with Road to Glory, and even in this regard where they're really trying to constrict with how your files go and the microtransactions are still in there, it's a major issue. They say after this update hits, let us know how the new settings feel. We'll be looking closely at your feedback on this one. Well, you better be looking closely because I'm not happy with it, and 95% of people are not happy with it either. What we're really not happy with, though, is what is happening to our Road to Glory mode. There is so little freedom there versus Dynasty even. It is insane. They are dictating your entire experience. They are crafting it perfectly how they want, and then there is just this floating option where you could purchase points. You don't have to spend your hard-earned money here, but it's just an option, and they are going to punish you if you want to change up the experience that you have. So players are rewarded more XP by playing on higher difficulty settings. That means if you are a 10-year-old kid, maybe you're 50, maybe you're just somebody that doesn't want to be locked into the game and you want to load it up on freshman or varsity.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Leba, where's the golf cart?
There it is. You are going to gain less XP, making it harder for your player to progress than somebody that is playing on Heisman. Now, they claim depending on your starting recruit level and performance, you can generally expect to reach mid to high 90s and all this. They're trying to just say you can still get to 99, maybe only have like 4 or 5 games with it, but you could get there. Personally, I don't really know about all of that. All I did was experience my time with tight end, which I had a fun time doing. I just don't agree with any of this as a decision. I also think my experience as a tight end is invalid because I went for like 3,000 receiving yards and won the Heisman. I might have gotten to like an 85 overall doing that as a sophomore. I'm not really sure, but I was going off so much, doing well in all my practices. Of course, I was going to be rewarded and be able to upgrade, and it was on Heisman. If you play on a lower difficulty, or if you turn off wear and tear, it'll reduce the XP gained once again to offset the gameplay advantage. This is the phrasing that just sets me off because this is an offline.
I could get behind rewarding people for playing on a higher difficulty. Not the most ideal, but this one I'm not really like too up in arms about. But if I decide to take fatigue off, or in this case the wear and tear shit, and you're punishing me for it, that's just fucking stupid. That right here, this shit is stupid.
Offline Road to Glory mode. Why the fuck are we worried about offsetting the gameplay advantage? Read between the lines. We all know what the actual reason is. We know where this is headed in the future if things don't change, if things are not reverted. It is just unbelievable to me that if you want to control your experience and play without wear and tear on, if you want to play on an easier difficulty, you are punished for it. You won't get as much XP. It'll be harder to progress your player. And in fact, I think it should be flipped. If you're playing on an easier difficulty In previous titles, like on 14, I think you actually gained more XP. It was easier to upgrade your player, and it was a lot more of a fun experience. It's just like, why are we worried about offsetting gameplay advantages in an offline single player mode? To me, it seems like they're just trying to wait all this out, give us back as little as possible, not expect any outrage or disagreement with it, and each time that they give a little bit more, then everyone stops caring as much. They're like, okay, they're actually trying to do something. They're doing as little as they can. Road to Glory without the XP sliders, if you're going to get punished for turning wear and tear on or off, if you have to play on a higher difficulty to get more XP, does that not tell you the direction that this is all going in? It really feels like we are on the brink of a 2K-like optimization, that down the line, that is something we could see. I mean, you already look at the builder that they have in Road to Glory this year and compare it to theirs. There are cap breakers like there is in 2K, except at least in 2K, when you get a cap breaker, you don't have to also pay to buy the staff. Another huge difference is Road to Glory is offline. Is that not clear enough? Road to Glory is an offline experience. It's not even like an online dynasty. There is no option to be online with Road to Glory, and we still have microtransactions. We're still limiting the player experience. It just baffles me. I don't understand. There is just nothing that I have seen, even behind the scenes the last 2 years, that would make me think they would take a step in a direction like this. It's why it's caught me so off guard. It's why I say it feels like I'm going through a breakup, because I just got like a complete 180 done on me. Now, I also have to give some credit to the community. There have been some very funny things that have come out of this, but it's not a funny situation. It's really upsetting for us not to feel like our voices are being heard, that they're just going to do as little.
Can I keep it real with you? I get the frustration. This shit is not this. It's a fucking video game, bro. It is not that goddamn serious. So in this case, it is funny. There's motherfuckers right now that's homeless. There's motherfuckers right now that goddamn making laws to displace homeless people. There's people not having something to eat. You know what I'm saying? There's people like, it's so much serious stuff going on, man. This shit is just like, and mind you, I'm a game head ass nigga, bro. I told you I had to be the video game addiction I had for a long time. I still got a little bit of it, but like, I know how to control it now. Back then, I didn't know how to, man, what we talking about? In my opinion, this is, it is. Because realistically, I said it before and I'll say it again. As long as you keep buying a fucking game, they will have no obligation whatsoever to make any changes. No incentive at all. Because as far as they're concerned, you're still buying their product. So unless you stop buying their product, they're not going to make any changes. EA doesn't give a fuck about its customer. Developers, I can't speak for them, but I say the company as a whole, they don't give a fuck about their customer, bro.
As they can and hope that we shut up or the voices get drained out. What I've realized through this is that is why I can just never partner with EA Sports again. If I'm going to have a prominent voice in the college football community, there will still be friends of mine that are going to be able to do stuff with them. They can still get voices heard, but there also needs to be somebody on the outside that nobody would ever question, wouldn't just speak their mind on things. Don't get me wrong, you can still be in the EA Creator Network and speak your mind on so many different things. You have to really cross a line for them just to decide not to work with you, but I feel so betrayed with how all of this went down. I just can't ever go back to doing that. It has literally hit me like a breakup. That's why I said it in the intro. There's been one girl that has done me worse, but the rest of them haven't felt as painful as this has. I genuinely just cannot believe how all of this went down. I need
Websites your competitor.
With all due respect,
You know?
you trying to compare a girl to a fucking video game company when really you aligning with them or not aligning with them is not gonna fuck with your bottom line whatsoever. It's kind of ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you.
was in the game if I was going to be playing it. There's no way that I get to hear about all the new features and everything coming besides this. I strongly doubt they will, but EA could literally be perfect from here on out, and the trust is broken forever. I will never work with them again. I would feel kind of offended in previous years when people would say that I was a shill, would say that I was neutralized, that I wouldn't speak out enough. I was enjoying the games. I was having fun. I'm still having fun with 27, which is why I want to get back to filming. But I am starting to understand why, as well, it's important to just be completely separate. Even if they reverted all the changes and listened to the community, I will be very happy for that, but I still want to stay on the outside. There's also probably the question of, are you just not going to play the game at all? And I think I've already referred to it a couple of times in this video, but I'm still going to play College Football 27. I've never had...
And they still gonna be on the same bullshit they always been. That's it. So you hit them in their pockets. You're not willing to do that. You're not willing to make the sacrifice. They're gonna think that what they doing is okay because you're gonna buy the fucking game anyway. I'm not gonna keep saying the same shit. Like, end of the day, I made my stance very clear. I've been basically calling out fucking EA, which is electronic assholes. I've been calling them niggas out the past 2-3 years on like some isolated shit. I didn't even like dedicate a whole stream to it. Just isolated, segments here and there. I've been calling the EA out on this bullshit. I think I've done it on Twitter before too. So like,
I had an issue with the actual game itself. I have an issue with the direction that it is headed in. It's not like I want to.
What's up? Hunters X, what's going on?
You all, either
Welcome to
my
the chat.
viewers, by just never giving you content again. You're expecting it, you've gotten used to watching it, and just because EA sucks at making this game now, just because I don't like the direction it's going, I'm still going to give you something to enjoy. I'll also be teaching you how to be successful in the game as well and still find ways to have fun without using microtransactions or buying all their additional bonuses and stuff. The hashtag was always college football play, don't pay, and what that means.
W stream not gonna lie, peak. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Is don't pay. Do not use any of these microtransactions in Dynasty and Road to Glory. That's another way I feel like we can be heard. If nobody is using those features, then they won't continue to double down, to triple down, to add more microtransactions to those single player modes. But if a lot of people are using them, they're just going to see the money and keep heading in that direction. It's not like Ultimate Team. It's not the same community that Ultimate Team reaches where there are these whales that will just spend unlimited money. It doesn't really make sense to even have microtransactions, especially in the way that they're implemented in Dynasty and Road to Glory. I think the last thing I want to say is just continue to keep using your voice, and to the people at EA, listen to your community. Your community is more important than the little bits of extra money that you think you're going to get, because people buy this game for Dynasty and Road to Glory. They don't buy it to also buy microtransactions in the modes. Don't make the grind harder and replace that grind with more microtransactions. That's what it felt like this whole direction was going in towards me, and that's why I've taken the stance I have, and I continue to take it over and over until we hopefully see you revert it.
Wow.
Dog, you have a better chance of de-escalating a fight with 4 extra than to get what the fuck you asking for. I said it before and I'll say it again. As long as you keep buying, ain't about the fucking microtransactions. As long as you keep buying their stupid ass game, nothing will change. It's not about the microtransaction, that's part of it. They don't get, if they see a loss of that, they're not gonna give a fuck. They're like, oh shit, these niggas still bought the game. So they still gonna operate how they're gonna operate it because somebody's gonna pay for it. Not everybody's going to watch this video, and not everybody is aware of the cause, whatever this is. But the only way, like I said, you're going to hurt a company's pockets, you got to go full boycott. If you're not willing to go full boycott, then they up in that goddamn office laughing at your ass. It be like goddamn the first rush hour shit. Like, I'm sure you will have a nice time together. That's how I be. They're not going to give a fuck, like.
I have never recorded a video like this, and I will never record a video like this again. It is official.
AJ seems goofy. What's good? Welcome to the chat.
Has caved in and listened to the community. Microtransactions are being removed out of College Football 27. Now, the reason I say I've never recorded a video like this, and it'll never happen again, is this is just going to be a raw video of all my thoughts. Everything that's happened. We can start by looking at this statement. We will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. Okay, there's going to be a couple cuts just because I'll burp and I need to take a breath every so often. But they're still mentioning goals for live service plans in college football.
All right, let me read this shit real quick. Thank you for your continued passion for the incredible response. Incredible, nigga. How the fuck I'm gonna call something incredible that's calling me out? That makes no fucking sense. That legitimately makes no sense. I'm going to call something incredible that's speaking negatively about me, that's critiquing me in a negative fashion about my business model. Incredible response. Shit get this fucking chat GPT AI Sora ass fucking response. We love this game and this sport. No, the fuck you don't. Because if you love football, y'all motherfuckers will get the Madden Raiders right. So y'all on bullshit with that. College football is and always will be about the sights, sounds, pageantry. The fuck is this? Miscongeniality? Like traditions and atmospheres of Saturday. And College Football 27, we aspire to deliver the deepest experience to date with all new Dynasty Blueprint. New position, like what the, that's the, never mind. Because I thought that was the response to what he was talking about, but it's not. That's just basically the overview of what's going to, like the launch week, I guess. New positions in Road to Glory and the best college football gameplay yet. However, your feedback on Road to Glory and Dynasty is that we've missed the mark with the introduction of paid progression options. This was added independent of deeper mode progression with the aim to give players more choice. But what you said is that they're not adding the value we intended. That's not what the fuck he's saying. Clearly, when you pay for the motherfucking XP or whatever, the coach upgrade, whatever it is, you're getting what the fuck you pay for unless there's a glitch in the system. Then you got to call customer service. But bottom line is this. You're getting whatever they're asking for. The problem is, why the fuck do you have that option in the game in the first place? That's the problem is the fact that you're selling this shit. It's not the fact that, oh, I bought this shit and I didn't get what I paid for. That's not what the fuck they're like. This stupid ass. Tomorrow morning, we will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. An unfortunate side effect, like what the fuck is this mesothelioma ass statement of removing paid progression is that players that have college point balances in their wallets will not be able to apply the balances in Road to Glory or Dynasty. So jump in between now, then apply your point. Okay, so from what I'm reading, you're going to punish the motherfuckers that already bought it. So whenever this is supposed to take effect, wink, wink, you are going to punish the motherfuckers that gave you money, so now they can't use what the fuck they bought? Kind of stupid ass. Oh my God! Like these fucking companies are fucking. I want to say the R word so bad, but I'm gonna just say that they stupid and just keep it like that. Keep it plain Jane. Our goal for live service plans and CFB 28 and beyond will be to deliver valuable features and I can't see because it's fucking mouse and context with greater transparency communication. Why the fuck are we talking about next year's college game? We didn't even start the fucking season of NCAA football. Can we worry about this shit right here? I don't even know if this motherfucker's even out yet. Let's focus on this one. Let's focus on 27 right now. It's like GTA, talk about GTA 7. No, motherfucker. What's going on in GTA 6? How can we make GTA 6 the best game of all time or one of the best? Worry about college football 27. Nigga, I don't know if you're going to have a fucking world in 28. Worry about 27 right now. We in 26, 27 season. Let's worry about this shit. Let's not worry about no goddamn 28. The college football season, I don't think this motherfucker's even out yet. Come on, family. We're moving fast to respond to your feedback in game, so stay tuned for follow-up communications next week where we'll take you through more design details and share our goals for College Football 27. You pretty much shared your goals already, so I don't know why the fuck you needed to put this down. You literally, in your a couple paragraphs above, you literally just shared what the fuck your goal was. But nonetheless, we love this game, we love this community. Bullshit. We love college football. I beg to differ. CFB 27 is our third and best CFB ever, and we can't wait to see you on the field. Motherfucker, are you writing this to goddamn the college football class coming in, the fucking true freshman, or are you writing this to a gaming community? Because I'm confused.
28. I will say, that does concern me. My phone is blowing up like crazy, by the way. I am just so proud of everyone, man. Like, you all are the best. You all know that, right? I will never, ever take any of you for granted. That is why I've been so vocal through this, because I just did not believe in the direction that they were taking these games. You all were with me long before EA came back. I was playing games on College Football Revamped, on the old NCAA Football 14 game. I got to like 400,000 subscribers before any of this new stuff happened. You all stood by me then. You all changed my life then, and I will owe that to you all forever. I will still never work with EA Sports in the future. I just want to make that very clear real quick. I am not happy with how it went down. They broke my trust. It feels so far gone, and I really do appreciate being an outside source. But the good thing is, all the other creators that spoke up, I can pretty confidently say none of them will be punished. And that's the beauty of working with a company that lets you speak your mind. Now, it's not a full-on win. It feels like it's just a huge victory because it really is. To reverse a change where you're going to have a lot more money flowing in and say, you know what, we messed up. We can't go down that pathway. You all are right. It feels like such a victory at first, and I think a lot of the thoughts will settle in. That's why I just wanted this raw, authentic reaction, because they still tried to implement this. They still tried to sneak this through, and then without the outrage, it would still be there. So as much as it is a win that it is now gone, that type of hurt doesn't just go away. And that's some type of hurt that takes a long time to repair with your community. You are going to have to work extremely hard, EA, to repair the trust for everybody out there. For all the creators that will continue to work with you, you are going to have to repair that trust. And
Let me tell you something right now. If a motherfucker went up to their headquarters and broke a vase, they wouldn't be able to fix it. They'll probably call somebody else to do. What in the fuck makes you think they're going to work to, like I said, reiterating the same shit. I'm not going to keep saying the same shit, but like I said, I told you motherfuckers exactly how you hurt these companies. And I'm not, by the way, I want to make this very clear. I'm not saying we should fuck all the Fortune 500 CEO. No. I'm not saying all that. What I am saying is, as long as you reward bad behavior by giving them money in the fucking first place. So if they putting out this new game, this launcher thing, and you're paying them for the game, you apparently you're rewarding them for their incompetencies, for their carelessness, for their lack of concern for the community, for their customers.
it's hard.
This is the perfect pair for your iPhone, and it replaces 3 different chargers. So when I travel, I don't pack extra cables, I don't have to pack extra bricks. This covers my phone, my watch.
Brother, you trying to end up on a no-fly list? Talking about some packing extra bricks. What we talking about, sir? Because you damn sure ain't going to try to go rebuild the goddamn pyramids. What happened? So, somebody goddamn called you and said one of the motherfucking bricks fell out the pyramid and you need to go replace it and go for motherfucking super glue a new one? Like, what we talking about?
And anything USB Type-C.
I'm joking.
It's going to take years of listening even closer. I've always believed you all have done a good job in listening, but then something like this comes out of the blue. So, is it a damage control situation? I don't know.
Yes,
Either way,
yes.
the microtransactions are out. So, I'm hoping that this can lead to the game going back in the right direction, because I think everybody always wanted that sandbox experience, that you can load up the game and do whatever. That is what we always imagined whenever you would write to us in the deep dives, whenever you would share these trailers and say stuff like, it's our game. This is a love letter to college football. You have to get back to doing that type of thing.
It's a good imagine it going like this. Dear college football, god damn, you brown and white, my type. You know I love me some light skins. You're not really light of skin, but you somewhere along the spectrum. Man, I want to kiss every one of your laces and I want to pull it off. I want to strip your whole ball naked. I want to get inside with like the grape parties. You know, we deflate the ball and you cut it open? Yeah. And I just want to put my nose in it and smell it. I want to dip you in some mud and I want to frolic with you. Then I want to take it to the dandelions and sing your Elvis Presley songs and some of the soundtrack from Fault in Our Stars. Yeah. College football, I love you. I love that big old elephant. You know I like them BBWs. Them big old elephant, that's the mascot for Alabama. And you know me, I love a duck because I love a chicken head for sure. The Oregon Ducks, I love them too. And Ohio State, God love me a star. Ooh, woo! I love me a star. Clemson Tigers, you know I like a bitch with some cheetah print now. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, it's getting me horny right now. Ooh, fuck, ooh. Yo, I'm bugging out, yo.
What you did this year, it's a great game. That's why throughout this entire process, I've never said anything poorly about it. The bugs, of course, yeah, they're there. I've gotten used to the bugs. We could still go for a better
I
launch.
did too. That's why you have a can of Ray ready to go at the crib.
Guys, we could still go for a better launch, but it was the cleanest launch of all of them.
Straight face on that
And
motherfucker.
it's a shame that this is how everything went down, but at the same time, it's a moment that hopefully changes the future of football games and where you all
Hey! At the same damn time, future. I'm just saying. Mind you, I ain't watched video
For us
before.
as a community, there are so many thank yous to put out. I don't even know where to get started.
Start with open.
On Sunday, when me and some of the other creators came together, it was very challenging to know exactly what to do. But got a hashtag going, knew that videos were going out. I started coordinating so many people on page with what was just going on because I felt like this is not the direction the game should be going. Everyone that has spoken out, I mean, I could do thank yous for this entire video. I have seen so many tweets. There's been so much support. And ultimately, this is just where these games need to be. I really hope this is a lesson to a lot of the gaming companies out there. Do not take your community for granted. Do not take your community like you can just charge up a little extra money and get away with it there. Do not try to sneak something on them, because what makes your community love your game so much, if you pull away from that and try to go in a different direction, that is how you lose that base. That is how you put people off from enjoying your products and losing trust in you. That's why I'm going to say that rebuilding that trust back is not going to be something that is going to be easy for EA. It is not. It's a win in a way that all paid progression options are gone, but there's still live service plans in College Football 28 and beyond. And if you're taking these single player modes in a live service direction, I automatically just don't like that. I still want you to also have these single player offline features just as good for your players. If you're trying to go live service, if you want to go to those open world concepts, if you want to take Road to Glory online, leave the offline alone. Let the offline stay free. Let the offline part stay fun. Let the offline mode stay customizable. That is where this statement might not address all of that. Are you going to be bringing back the Road to Glory sliders? Are you going to be bringing back the wear and tear sliders? Are you going to change up kind of how certain things are calculated, or the actual dynasty calculations for the XP settings coming back? Like, there's just so many decisions I feel like that were made this year. You wouldn't have even noticed until you really looked into it. And the more I'm looking into it, I'm just getting frustrated because I see the direction that things could have been going. Now, obviously, them being willing to take a step like this is not minor. This is a major step. This is the big dog that they're addressing, and the smaller things I'm talking about right now, I would assume they're getting to. If they are caving to the community on a microtransaction level where they're losing potential revenue that most likely would have never come in the first place, because the people that buy the products for Dynasty and Road to Glory are not going to pay extra money. But anyway, you know what? We did it. I'm very proud of all of you. We are going to continue to have fun on this channel. Please make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, because Hawaii episode 2, I've been waiting to film season 2 with Hawaii for so long, and I can finally just get back to making videos.
Yeah, me too. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I want to see if Susan gonna get with Greg or she gonna get with Riley. Now, Riley seemed like he more of a badass. He be got like the Harley Davidsons in the garage and shit. And like, this nigga so bold. When he had his first date with her, the nigga had like 2 side chicks just walked in, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, and I'm Riley. And them that shook the girl head with 2 bitches by the side. I'm like, that's crazy. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I know you're talking about Hawaii at college. I just made like a little dumbass in there just having fun with it.
On the game I really enjoy. And I was willing to just put everything on the line. Obviously, I was going to play the game no matter what.
And that's the
problem. It was
problem.
going to be a very different tune, especially if I was watching it just go downhill. There was going to have to be more of a thought of what else do I want to transition my content into? What other games do I want to play? What else do I want to do online? And that will still happen, but also I'm hopefully going to see things coming out on EA's side that make me believe in the future of the college football video games again. I do not like that it had to come down to something like this. I do not like that amount of outrage was what it took to get a response like this. I don't like how you responded and you tried to give us nothing. You saw we wouldn't take it. So you tried to give us a little bit. You saw we wouldn't take it. Actually, it just made everybody more upset. So then you finally caved in. And I think there's a huge lesson to learn from this. Don't go halfway. Don't half-ass it. That's not what you should be doing. If you want to serve this community best, if you want this community to back you up, if you want to offer a little extra paid option, have it bring value. Have it do something in a, I don't know. I really don't know, because I understand games have to make revenue. I understand there has to be other ways to bring in money, and clearly Ultimate Team on College was not doing that. But you're just going to have
to answer him, because he trying to, it seemed like he kind of not trying to say what he's saying because it would make him come off like a hypocrite to his whole cause and his whole disposition. But I'm going to say it for him. Or at least I'm going to speak on my perspective about it. You going to make me pay for something, it better be something so fucking extraordinary, it's not even funny. I'm talking about, like, I'll put it to like this, because I can't think of, like, specifics, but it has to be something so extraordinary beyond the average regular gameplay in order for me to pull out my damn wallet. Now, granted, I probably don't have to do that because I have my credit card already saved in PSN. But bottom line is this. You gonna make me goddamn go in PSN, go to my settings, go to my save card. It better be some phenomenal ass shit. All right? That's all I got to say. Whatever that phenomenal shit just depends. Right now, my mind's in circles, so I can't name a specific one. But it better be something so fucking extraordinary. I'm talking about maybe classic uniforms. Something like that. Maybe goddamn different type of fields. Like how the old fields back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just something crazy like that. I don't know if you should make people pay for historic teams. But that was like an idea I had floating in my head, but I'm not necessarily concrete on that. You know what I'm saying?
Find a way to provide more value whenever you're doing something. You can't take away features, strip them away, not say anything about it, and then charge as well. It's just, it was a perfect storm for how everything went down. I'm very thankful for all of you. I think I'm just going to stay rambling if this video goes on forever, and I want to return back to doing the
Nigga, this video going on forever. I'm tuning out. I know it.
Normal content, but this has been a week. This has been a week. Thankful for every one of you. Thank you for standing by me, and let's hope for the best in the future of college football video games.
I fuck with bro, but he gotta stop acting like he trying to run for a fucking house, a goddamn house seat. Nigga, this is a video game. Okay? We frustrated. We tired of EA on they bullshit. We 100%. But please stop acting like you about to run for. I'll be like, listen, I know you guys are tired of all the gerrymandering, you know, and you're tired of the abandoned buildings, and you're tired of the police coming 5 minutes after you call them. But I promise you this. If you elect me, Bordeaux, I'm not French, but Bordeaux, and I apologize if I bore you to death with this, but I need you to understand something. I need you to understand that I care about my people. I care about my community. You know, I when I see the grandmas, I take their bags. I don't even ask them. I take their bags, and I just take them to my house. And then I take the little pepper, and then I slice it right in front of them and start eating it. And I say, well, you know, sharing is caring. My nigga, you not running for political office. This is a goddamn video game. You ain't got to get all goddamn somber and motherfucking try to, like, do all this extra shit where you're, like, trying to play to our emotions and try to act like there's some heartfelt ass shit. Like, I'm, like, looking at dad's rights lawyer and shit on TV, or, like, you know, Tom Nash or something, or like Glenn Lerner, just a more serious version. You feel what I'm saying? It's really, in the grand scheme of things, compared to so much shit that go on in the world, it ain't that serious. So you don't have to, you don't give me this. I'm not saying he not being himself, but it's coming off a bit pretentious because it's like you're a content creator. You there to entertain people. I don't need this whole my fellow Americans, today EA is on bullshit. The electronic assholes are at it again. I was talking to Michelle about it last night. I almost took my goddamn console and threw that motherfucker out the window. But then I saw Sasha appearing in the other room. I had to play it off. I had to pretend like, some dust caught in between the fan. And I had to go and clean it. Like, come on, son. Like, for real. Like, all right, this might be my last video, and after that, I'm dipping.
EA thinks that you're stupid, and I think they're lying to the community about listening to our feedback. It just blows my mind the way they
You think, nigga, or you know? Because I know. You may don't know, nigga. I know. Shit, I know, motherfucker.
Responded. We have a new response. We have a new update on what could be coming to the game. And I feel like they just don't care at all. It was basically
they don't.
You to the community for speaking out. Of course, I've already touched on it, but they did address.
This how the motherfuckers was like, yeah, listen, we care about you guys a lot, and we appreciate you guys for buying our game. So we're doing away with microtransactions, and everybody's like, yeah, woo woo, and then like, man, psych, motherfucker. Enjoy pouring out that fucking wallet, bitch, and bet not have no holes in it, because we want to make sure the credit card or the debit card, whatever fucking ones you use, is still intact. Enjoy, motherfuckers. Yeah, see you Saturday.
Address the microtransactions, and this is still a major win for us. We got the microtransactions out of the game. However, I said in my video, I'm concerned about their goal for live service plans in 28 and beyond. They want to deliver valuable features and whatever other content they can justify spending on. The first thing I'll say about this is if you provide new value, if you provide something that is going to enhance our experience, instead of the way you just tried to slip microtransactions in, let's not forget about this. Let's not forget about the blind side I felt as a creator, not knowing that was in the game, that no one said anything about. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget that you thought this would just blow over in the first place, because when they're addressing all these statements, that's the first thing on my mind. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to say you can earn this community trust back, but then when you triple down the way that you did, it just pulls everything farther apart. Anyway, I'll go on my little tangent later on in this video on how I believe they could actually provide some value if they wanted to find ways to make more revenue. I'm not stupid. Video games have to continue to do that. What they've decided to do, though, is just not the way to go about it. It's going to really upset a lot of your core fan base that just wants to love the games that you're putting out. It makes it hard whenever you put out a great game, like 27 is, but then there's this side of things. It really ruins a lot of trust that you've built up. You say you're moving fast to respond to the feedback, so we gotta stay tuned for that follow-up. And this is where I feel like they're lying about.
By the way, to add something to this conversation, let's just say they go on my idea and they boycott the game. Can I keep it all the way funky with you? The only thing it's gonna probably do is say we're not making no more college football games. And I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy shit. It actually doesn't even hurt EA. EA is making so much motherfucking money off Madden, it's not even funny. So really, if you want to take it a step further and really hurt the motherfuckers, stop buying college football and stop buying Madden. Because the worst case scenario, if they're not making enough, if there's no profit in college football, they'll just take the fucking game away. And the only thing it will hurt in this scenario would be the consumers. Because we want a college football. It will not hurt EA. EA is making so much money for the fucking Madden franchise, it is not even funny. It's not even funny, dog. So really, if you really want to hurt EA and really get the motherfuckers to actually stop bullshitting, stop buying college football and stop buying Madden. So like that was just like a little caveat I added in there because I just realized something.
Listening to the community, that they love us, because I don't think they listened at all. I mean, I'll continue to reiterate, it's a major deal that they were willing to back down on the paid progression options.
Okay. So, hey college football fans. Welcome back to the Campus Huddle. Last week, we shared that paid progression options were being removed from Road to Glory, an online dynasty in college football 27 EA Sports. And they are officially out as of July 11th. Today's Campus Huddle follows up that message and shares how progression is designed in college football 27 EA Sports. How Dynasty Blueprint Blueprint and Road to Glory are tuned. More information on Road to Glory, progression, and what's coming in our title update this week.
I believe they could take the games in the future in a better direction if they stick to that word and it's not just something they do for 27. However, I don't like how they've responded back to the other concerns the community had, because it was remove microtransactions and bring back the sliders that you took from the last 2 games and just removed, which was to encourage potentially spending on microtransactions. Well, now that the microtransactions are not there, you would think common sense is let's give them back that freedom that they want, that sandbox experience for an offline game mode. Let players just play the game that they want to play in whatever way that they want. That is all that the community is asking for, to give them that freedom that you've sold them on.
I'm going to say a fucked up joke, but I have to say it because, and just understand, it's just jokes. That's like a motherfucker trying to get freedom, and you outside, then they make you a house nigga. And you thought you was getting free. And Maz was like, yeah, you gonna be a free man. You know, we might even buy you some land. You like land, don't you? I know you be really good with it. You was good with it over here. I know you be good with your own land. Can't wait to give it to you and hand you the deed. You gonna make a hell of a man one day. I done taught you enough. It's time you go out on your own and do your thing, whatever that may be. Because it ain't my concern anymore, because you a free man. And then they put you in the house and they be like, Master, with my freedom. Freedom, motherfucker! You mean freedom from getting sunburned, bitch? You mean freedom from the hot-ass weather? You mean freedom from swinging that motherfucking axe? Picking that cotton? Oh no! You're in air conditioner now. What, you thought I was gonna let you free, bitch? Oh no! No. Now the good thing is, you'll still be working, but you'll just be an air conditioner. Don't act ungrateful, boy. Don't act ungrateful, boy. We done upgraded your lifestyle. And you get to eat at the table with us every now and then. So you watch your mouth and you check your tone. Because I will give you a whipping, inside or outside. This, I swear to God, that scenario that I just made up is exactly what the fuck is going on. Say, you better zip it up, or you give them niggas outside a hand. It's up to you. It's your choice. I swear to God, that scenario is this shit right here on my soul, bruh.
For the last
Action. Yeah, but if I hold it here, isn't it blocking my face? That's a wrap.
Oh, I like that. That was kind of funny.
Card. You can access over $3,500 in value each year.
few years. However, what did they do? The complete opposite. They have tripled down, and it blows my mind. I'm going to start with Road to Glory because it's even...
Okay, Road to Glory, progression, and XP sliders. Standalone XP sliders are not returning. So, like, yeah, motherfucker. So at the end of the day, I want to make this clear. The micro transactions are poof, they're gone. But you want the sliders? Bitch, take your ass to White Castle, motherfucker. You're not getting nothing back over here. You want sliders, bitch? Take your ass to the clearance section in fucking Target and go buy you some. Or better yet, go take your ass to White Castle and wait in line just like everybody else. Sliders my ass. You want to slide somewhere, bitch? Take your grown ass to the playground. You're going to feel like a kid again. Wee wee, bitch. Wee wee. Oh, shit, you're turning French now. Wee wee. Learn a new language now, motherfucker.
More outrageous over there. Standalone XP sliders are not returning because progression in College Football 27 is now built around the full structure of the mode. It's interesting that in all of these different things, they don't mention the microtransactions that they also tried to put in there, where progression could be built around it in a way. We got it out of the game, but there are certain design decisions.
Oh, these motherfuckers is like a record label, son. They snuck that language in there by calling it progression. But really, it's the same microtransactions. They just dress in different language. That's funny as hell.
With the way that you tried to just sneak it in there, we now have to question, why was the game designed this way? Why did you make it so players that are 5 stars now start as 72, 73 overall instead of like an 80 overall? So they have to upgrade a lot more. It's intentional, but was it intentional to make the game harder? Or was it...
Let me read some of it because he's not reading it. We've also seen feedback that Road to Glory players can start at a lower overall than they did in College Football 26. That is intentional and tied to how progression is paced across the full career. No, the fuck it isn't. How the fuck can you determine the overall of a fucking human being? Are you fucking stupid? How can you determine the overall, talk about something, that's how it's now paced over a full... What the fuck are you talking about? How can I goddamn look at a motherfucker and say they're 80 overall? It's opinion based. What the fuck? That makes no sense. It legitimately makes no fucking sense. That's intentional, tied to how progressive. That's bullshit. College Football 27 adds annual scholarship bonuses to create more off-season progression. What the fuck are they talking about? Them niggas is acting like I'm applying to fucking one of these schools. I'm playing a fucking video game. What are we talking about? With bonuses paying out each year instead of progression being... This is fucking word salad, nigga. Where the fucking Italian dressing at? Listen, what the fuck is this? With bonuses paying out each year instead of progression being concentrated only at the start of your career. Nigga, 80 overall is not even... The fuck are they... What are they saying? Bro, like, what this... Okay, they sound stupid. Playing through high school also matters because skipping high school means skipping that first year progression. These motherfuckers are acting like this is real life. This is a fucking video game. It ain't got to be that realistic, my nigga. You skipping it is like you still playing it. You just super summon a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like you still playing it. You're just not going through the whole, shebang. Your starting point may look different, but honestly, okay. You know how I said that in certain areas, like, I wouldn't care. In this case, I do. Like, you super simming, like, let's just say you super sim and you happen to do really well in the super sim. That shouldn't affect you. It's a video game. It's not real life, bro. It's not real life. Like, it's supposed to be realistic, but not real. Does that make sense? Like it's supposed to be, okay, it's close to the real life, but it's not supposed to. It's a fucking video game, bro. We just here to have fun. That's it. Niggas ain't gonna goddamn go start for the Michigan Wolverines in real life. Nigga, we playing a game. I'm a creative player living out a fantasy that most likely 99.9% chance will never happen in real life. Nigga, it's a fucking video game. Like, what are we talking about? Your starting point is a little different, but does not lower what your player can ultimately become. Road to Glory also uses overall ceilings tied to legacy score. Increasing your legacy score by providing yourself on the field is part of raising your player's long-term ceiling. We'll continue to evaluate Road to Glory progression over time and make internal adjustments where needed. The core structure, however, is intentional and is the foundation of Road to Glory moving forward. This, in a nutshell, this is basically what they saying. Bitch, we put this motherfucker in and it's gonna stay. You got a problem with it, bitch? Don't play. Other than that, motherfucker, take that $70 game, enjoy it. If not, shove it up your ass. Because we don't care. We do what we want to do, how we want to do it. You don't want to play? Don't play. We don't give a fuck. You still bought the game anyway. You dumb bitches? And guess what? Let's just say you want to boycott it. Don't play. Don't buy the game. Somebody else will. But bitch, you thought this is the motherfucking Matrix and you Mr. Smith. You could duplicate yourself to goddamn replace the whole population of the whole world, nigga? You one person. You a dot in this world, motherfucker. We got many dots that form a whole big ass circle. Some of them might goddamn form the half the fucking earth. You a nobody, nigga. We do not care. That's basically what it was saying in a nutshell. Like, bitch, we made what we made. Deal with it. You don't like it, bitch, don't play. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. It's just dressed in professional language, but this is clearly what they're saying.
Intentional to potentially get more money out of the microtransactions because in Dynasty, 5 stars are still about an 80 overall. But in Road to Glory, it's magically a 72, a 73. You're lucky if you get a 74. I'm gonna be honest, most of this isn't even worth reading. It's just trying to gaslight you on why the game got harder and why it can't have any other way to play besides the one way that they want you to. We all know why these decisions were made. If you have any little bit of intelligence, you understand it. It's just the tripling down. The core structure is intentional and is the foundation of Road to Glory moving forward. I don't think that they're going to back down on this. I think they are just going to stand on the fact that even if the microtransactions aren't there this year, maybe they give you that option next year because they made you so frustrated. They don't care about the freedom that you have that could make the game a little bit more enjoyable. And this is what I just don't understand, because when wear and tear doesn't work the way that is intended, when it has its issues, because it's not always tuned properly, we have those sliders to correct it. If we think the XP sliders are a little bit off, we have them to correct your mistakes. And if you're taking out these sliders that allow us to correct your mistakes, it makes the game less enjoyable, because the reality of the situation is everybody enjoys it in a different way. They have a different idea of how they're going to have fun on the game. If they want to have a 99 overall immediately and just decide to rip on teams, they should be able to do that because that is their experience. They're offline. You're not offsetting any gameplay advantages that you'll refer to. It's an offline game mode. You're going to have a bigger player base that can have more fun, that is going to keep enjoying your games, that might stumble into anything you want to do in the future with microtransactions, with online. Any of that could be in the plans, they might stumble into that just because they're having fun on the game, but you're not going to get them in the door. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust your word. If you continue to just say over and over again, no, you have to play our way, and if you want to do any differently, you're wrong. I'm being a little bit too nice about this as well. Let's just reiterate. Paid progression, that was good. Once the paid progression is gone, though, all of a sudden it's a gameplay imbalance to have those sliders in. So you are cool with people paying you to get the gameplay advantage, but since we can't pay you anymore, since you can't make money off of it, all of a sudden the gameplay advantage isn't cool at all. I just don't understand why you're even going down this path, because it's such a clear contradiction that people are not stupid. People are going to see right through that. Actually,
because motherfuckers gotta establish hierarchy. They gotta like, oh, bitch, you think you own us because you behind the game? Oh no, that motherfuckers goddamn pulled on Lonzo's speech at the end. It's like, you motherfuckers, I put cases on all you bitches. Shoot program, nigga. 24-hour lockdown. Nigga, do this shit to me. That's how they move it. They basically trying to reiterate like, nigga, we the top dogs, motherfucker. Like y'all little niggas is puppies. Y'all niggas be wimp. Y'all when y'all complain, nigga, this is whimpers. Like, shut up if I give you something to cry about. What they doing is they bought a leash and they trying to put that motherfucker back. We the puppies. They trying to put that motherfucker on us and goddamn hold it.
Take it back. Some people aren't going to see right through it. There's already people that are getting on me like, oh, you're just whining now. You're just complaining. No, I see the direction that they're taking the game.
No, I like it. This is content. This is content. This is a video for you. This is entertainment for us. I'm going to keep it a bean. Realistically, there's nothing to talk about because EA's been on the trajectory and Madden has been, like I said, for the last 5 to 10 years, they clearly told you we don't give a fuck about the customer. We care about you niggas spending that bread on the MUT coins and all that other shit. That's what they're focused on. They don't give a fuck about the customer. Like, they've been showing you that. So, but honestly, if for content, for like somebody like me to react to it, this is fun to me.
Game that
I don't have a problem with it.
The game that I want to be as perfect as possible, that I want as many people to play, that I want to be as big as possible as a sports game. It made me so happy. College football was the biggest sports game when it came out in 25. I just want to see it continue to get pushed. More people to get into college football. More kids to get into it. And instead, I see these decisions that are doing the complete opposite, that are going to take away from potentially new people.
No traffic, no plans.
They make it was a 15-second ad about some Voodoo Rangers shit. What the fuck? Look like I ride motorcycles, nigga. Skinny as hell.
Beer. New Sweet Right Juicy IPA.
Probably fall off the motherfucker before I start riding it. Pause.
Customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you?
Getting into it. On the Dynasty side, it's the same type of gaslighting. I love
See, coming out of College Football 26, one of the clearest pieces of feedback was that rebuilds could become too easy too quickly. So, it's a fucking game. So, what the fuck you think you Nick Saban trying to come back and make a coaching career? So, nigga? So? It's a video game. Nobody gives a fuck. We here to have fun. That's why niggas love NBA and NFL Street so much. Not because this shit was realistic. It was just a fun-ass game. You know what I'm saying?
Builds got harder. They were too easy. It was
Not my
happening
personal
too quick.
favorite, but I understand the
Everything
appeal.
they've done on that front, outside of removing some of their sliders and the freedom to players, is incredible. I'm having so much fun with the Hawaii series. I just don't agree with the coach progression has to support that new experience when you were cool with us paying for our coach progression. But
Oh,
now-
you see the way these niggas talking? They're talking us like we stupid. That means coach progression had to support the full blueprint experience. You get it now, you stupid motherfuckers? I know you bitches can't read and you can barely speak. Yeah, you want to bitch and complain all day? Okay, so read this, motherfucker. Yeah, you listen. Do us a favor. Since you won't give us our money, at least do us a favor and show that you're a literate adult. How about that? That you don't have a 4th grade education. How about that?
that we can't pay, oh, no way you can progress a little bit faster. Another little issue is Dynasty and your coach progression is based around a 20 to 30 year career. I think you're better basing that off of like a 10 to 15.
You think I'm gonna play 20 seasons of this shit? You think a motherfucker is gonna play 20 to 30 seasons of any I wouldn't even play that shit in Madden, nigga. Niggas is probably not even gonna go past year 5. And most likely what they'll end up doing is probably creating another character in another position. What the fuck are they talking about? This makes no sense. Niggas don't goddamn in any like superstar mode, whatever the case may be, nobody does 20, 30 years. Nobody does 20 seasons. Nobody does fucking 10. Niggas probably do, okay, we'll probably do 2, maybe 3, and then we'll move on to a new character. Nigga, even motherfucking Chris Smooth made a new character, Moses Cuh, after a while. Like, what are we talking about?
In your career, how many people are getting 25, 30 years into their save? I don't think that is a very high percentage. The coach trees already aren't all that enjoyable because every time there's something fun in there, it just gets removed. They make it even harder, which is cool if you're going to have a hard dynasty, but not everyone wants to have a hard dynasty. There's just a freedom that you could give players that I want to see again. I want to see that vision that they would always talk about. Just a bunch of trying to double down, triple down, whatever you want to say at this point. They did reintroduce the new XP sliders. It's not the same that it was, though. Instead of bringing back what was fastest on College Football 26, instead they're bringing back what the faster setting was. Why not just make it the fastest? They say that it is going to break the game. They don't want to compromise the long-term progression that the Dynasty Blueprint is designed to deliver, but they're willing to compromise on the long-term progression if you pay them money. That is the part about this whole statement, the whole way they've gone about this, that really throws me off, because I believed when they backed down on microtransactions, they were also going to back down on the sliders. They were going to give us back the stuff that was in the past 2 games, because the only reason it would make sense for them to be taken out was to guide you into potentially spending more money. There was an opportunity here for EA to have the greatest layup of all time, to show that they're listening to the community, that they made a mistake, and this is where I want to get into potentially more revenue. Again, I'm not stupid. I know video games need to find ways to make more money at some point. You have to add value. You have to add value, and the college community is so loyal. I really hope that you all at EA that are watching this are listening to this, because
They're not.
the college community is the most loyal community you're going to get. That is why it breaks my heart. This is how you all are going about addressing this. Because if you brought something that would add value, people are much more willing to pay instead of removing features that were just there and then giving us that option. It's just ridiculous. It's an offline game mode. People are not going to be inclined to spend on an offline game mode to beat up on the computer. But let's say you want to bring in something like FCS schools. What if each school was a couple of bucks? What if for the whole FCS pack, you have to pay 20? What if you go down the Football Manager pathway, and if you want this special in-game editor where you can edit every team, every conference name, every conference logo, you could make Ohio State a 0-star prestige with a 0 budget to start Dynasty instead of them starting off. Like, there are so many things that I think other offline games do that you could go down that path of, where you feel like you're adding value, where the consumer doesn't feel like you're just taking away from core features. I say it with FCS schools because it's not FBS college football, what the game is based around. But people still would love to have FCS schools. I don't know. There are so many ways you could come up with better than how you implemented it, better with how you went about it, with just trying to quietly get it through there. And this is me coming off the dome 1 minute thinking about ways that you could make more money. We want the series.
Bro, here's another thing, too, that you can make motherfuckers pay. Bro, have fucking NFL teams face against college teams. Do like, you know how they bridge. I don't know if they still bridge the gap between college and the Madden thing. I don't know if they still do that like they did back in the day. But have it to the point where you can have NFL teams face college. I think that something like that should be behind a paywall. I wouldn't be mad if you put that behind a paywall. I wouldn't be mad. You understand what I'm saying? Or like have like a fucking the flag football Olympic team be in there. You know what I'm saying? And then have like some cool ass uniforms that they'll wear. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like just you can get creative with it. Like so, absolutely.
To come around, we want to support the series. But right now, the only way I see this being a fun, open experience is no longer on console. It's getting the game on PC and using a bunch of the mods that make the game so much better off-rip. I am very thankful you all brought it to PC for reasons like that. They also are going to touch on some of their updates and what they're working on to fix things. They've always done a good job of addressing most of the biggest issues in the community, so that's why this big FU to the community on just wanting the freedoms back inside their own offline files really threw me off. Like this Hawaii F-grade proximity to home. This has happened every single year. I'm doing Hawaii for a series. It's frustrating, but you know what? It'll eventually be fixed. I can have a lot of grace. I can have a lot of patience, but what I don't have any patience with is trying to gaslight the community, trying to tell the community that you're doing things with the intent of just how the game should work, when we know that's not true, when we know that if the microtransactions were still there, you're totally cool with people bypassing all of your intent in making it harder. I think my final ask to EA would just be listen to the community. Please, it will take you all so much further. I know it might not seem like it, but we want to back you. We want to feel like we're being listened to, and we don't right now. I don't want to just make constant videos ripping. I want to have fun with the game. I don't want to turn my whole main channel into just laying it into you all every time. I don't want to have to go under every tweet on Twitter asking for stuff back.
We got to pause for real. Come on now.
About to leave for a few days, and I haven't even been able to do stuff around my normal content because I've just felt blindsided by all this. I feel like it's not the direction you'll have been describing for years, and there is still time to make right, but every single time you triple down, you quadruple down, you lose more and more trust, and we're reminded, hey, they tried to get those microtransactions in and hope no one would say anything. We can overlook certain things, just listen.
All right, so that's the end of that video, and this is going to be the end of this stream right here. Tomorrow we back playing the piano, and then we'll just kind of decide, because my homie put out another album. Shout out to Trey Kelly. He put out another album, so I'm trying to figure out if I should react to it on tomorrow, which most likely it's probably going to what's happening. And then if I decide I want to react to some shit, we'll do that on Saturday. We'll see what happens. So like, don't bank on it. Most likely, Friday. It's either tomorrow or the day after. We'll do something like that. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. So I'm up out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. Rest of y'all Thursday, dumbass. And bye.